Bachelor of Science in Accounting from Clemson University. So I worked a number of years as a manufacturing cost accountant, senior financial analyst. Then I wanted to start my own business brokering a product or a service with an end user. And I did that. I made the leap from the security of working for a large company, Pratt & Whitney Aircraft, to starting my own firm. And I got into the recruiting world and had some successes, was building good numbers even into my third year, as soon as my third year. And I've been doing the recruiting human resources solution provider for 16 years now. But as I said, the economy is continuing to be a drag, and it appears to be, from forecasts that I hear, surveys that I take, it's going to stay in recess for a while.
I was out of work for approximately 2 to 3 weeks. When I returned to work, then I got the notice that I would be laid off. And so finding that out that way was a little heartbreaking. I didn't know what I was going to do. All of a sudden, I graduated from Gardner-Webb in May, and I was laid off in March. So I thought that it would be a lot easier, by me having a master's degree, but I found out it was a lot difficult with the downturn in the economy the way it is.
Okay, I've had 3 different careers. I spent about 12 years in manufacturing management. I spent another 12 years in retail management, and I've spent 12 years in professional sales.
My confidence, I've worked since I was 15 years old. Have had a successful career. I ran a supply company in the military with success, and established a quality control department for Advanced Auto Distribution Center. So being without a job was something I didn't expect, especially at this stage in my life, and I didn't realize how complicated it could be to re-enter the workforce, because being without a job has never been an issue for me.
This class has been a lifesaver for me. It taught me so many things. First off, how to do my resume. I wasn't getting a lot of hits or attractions from employers looking at my resume until I redone it through Holly Sweat. So she sent me a format, I redone it, and all of a sudden everybody started calling me. I started getting emails, and it was a real good feeling to know that there's somebody out there that's looking and feel that you're important enough to work for their company. And so from there, I've also learned how to interview, behavioral interview questions, how to be prepared for that, a 30-second interview that we practice in class, so that when someone asks you what have you done in the past, you can just give them a brief overview of what you've done.
A second thing is interviewing. I'm definitely still being polished in a working process, but we're having mock interviews. They're introducing us with the right questions to ask and what to expect. So preparing us to interview and going in prepared with interviewing questions and answers. That's a big help.
This class has really benefited me in a tremendous way in dealing, especially enhancing my confidence, enhancing my resume, assisting me with networking, as well as just building the confidence to go out and just find seeking a job opportunity.
I would recommend this class because it broadens your horizons on the opportunities that are there. One of the things that I learned from Holly was that 80% of the jobs that are out there aren't posted. And Jack and Holly both have such a good background for teaching this class. Jack spent 32 years in an HR department. Holly's got extensive knowledge on people and how people think and look and talk about things, and the combination of the two of them make a good tag team.
It does. deal with us trying to get back into the workforce, teaching us how to network, but it also deals with the mental side of it, you know, because there are ups and downs of that. You know, you go through the denial, then you go through the withdrawal, and you know, you're hurt, and you got all these different feelings that people really don't want to hear about because, you know, they think you're just whining or complaining. But when you lose a job, it's almost like a death, you know, especially when you've been on the job for 20 years or 10 years, and now not only are you not working, you don't have income, but that was a family for you that you're now disconnected from. So this class has been very good. It has really boosted my confidence because I have to admit, I always felt like I'm an excellent worker. I offer excellent customer service. I'm an overachiever. But now that I'm out of work, it's like, oh my God, you know, maybe I'm not as great of a worker as I thought I was, but this has given me what I needed to kind of get myself back together because it definitely put me in a place I wasn't expected or didn't expect to go to once I lost my job.
Another resource that they have introduced us to, some internet websites that I was not familiar with. Websites that will allow us to research companies or even look at industry trends. So that's important. Most importantly, I would say this: I now have a plan, and I can work that plan.
I just thank God for Holly, and I thank God for Chad, and just to meet those people and to be a part of Success Lane Your Next Job has been, like I said, more rewarding than I can put into words.
And I used each skill that I had learned in the past to go forward, and that's one of the things that I like so much about Holly and Jack's class here, is that they're teaching you how to progress in your and use the skills that you already have.
But to watch how everybody engaged and encouraged and tried to lift the person up, and then to see how they started when they came into class and see what they look like now, and to see how encouraged they are now, and to see them talking and smiling now when that wasn't so much the case when the class began. The most important thing to me has been networking, not just so much getting the nuggets from Holly, this is what you need to do, or hearing from Jack how to recover, but seeing all of these people, and now, you know, we're passing names and numbers and emails around because everybody wants to help everybody else out. You know, well, what about this? I know this person. They might be able to help you. You know, even though it may not be a job or a career that they have an interest in, they're vested now in me because they're in it with me. You know, so that has been